And they'll go on the ground. Breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
CD.
Well, they are accumulating draft picks at a heavy rate right now, high draft picks. They've got to hit on all of them and rebuild this franchise.
And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Leaping over him. Oh, then the spin. Room here to run. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Raiders
are locked in really well.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. A good run there on first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He's to the 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch. And to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now...
And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And with that, carries here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir.
I've seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because
So now what can they do on third? Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We're concerned about it going in, because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and
he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarter. Doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Still fighting for more. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But
We'll have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Right back to him on first down. And now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just one or two scores, you feel not where you want it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because